Oh my god, I'm on a camel. Wow!
Drawn to stories of Arabia, I ventured out into the vast Dubai desert and stayed in a Bedouin-inspired villa where gazelles grazed at my doorstep. At sunset, I rode a camel for the first time.
Has anyone ever fallen off a camel?
Yes, they have, yes.
And at sunrise, I learned about the hunting techniques of falcons and eagles.
Hares, other bird species.
Come along to experience the real Arabian Nights.
I did a bit of research before choosing to stay at Maha Desert Resort. So all of the villas, they're designed to mimic the style of Bedouin housing. Bedouin refers to the Arab desert wanderers.
These are tribes who rode on camels and hunted using falcons.
A huge part of the reason why I chose to stay here
is because I get to immerse myself in their traditions. We're about to go camel riding, and as we're passing through, we see an Arabian oryx. These are solitary creatures, so it's best to stay away from them.
I grew up watching The Mummy, and I was really fascinated by camels, and I just really wanted to ride a camel through the desert.
Desert activities are led by field guides, and I noticed from their accents that they were all South Africans.
Smoking includes your vapes and your e-cigarettes for anybody that...
They have a lot of experience in luxury African safaris.
Because I was riding solo on the camel that they chose for me was the one at the back of the herd. And the reason for that is because the camels at the back, they're more docile and they will follow the leader.
Yes.
The very first thing I noticed was their smell. They stink.
Oh my god, I'm on a camel. Wow! Hello.
This one's a riderless camel. It's gonna follow behind us.
The camel in front of me is peeing. Like every few seconds I'll hear this sound and I'll be like, oh my god, the camel is peeing. I don't know why they pee a lot.
Listen to the sound a camel makes. My god, camels are a lot taller than you think. You can't tell when they're sitting down.
And I'm riding on the back of the camel's hump. And I have to have one hand in the front and one in the back.
There's a particular scene in The Mummy where they're waiting for the sun to rise before they take off into the horizon. And although mine is a sunset camel trek, I got to tick off my bucket list.
Do these camels have names?
They do. I only know 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Do you know my camel's name? It's a very kind of bumpy, this kind of undulating ride across the sand. So you had to kind of stabilize yourself. The scariest part about riding a camel, as soon as you sit on it, the camel starts to stand up. But when it does, it pulls backwards and then forwards, and then you realize how high it is. So it kind of startles you because there's quite a lot of movement when that happens. It was really funny because there was another camel behind my camel, and that didn't have a rider on it, and its face kept poking the back of my camel's butt.
Near the end of the trek, we were told to look behind us as the sun set. And then I asked the most important question of the night.
Has anyone ever fallen off a camel? Have they?
Yes, they
Have
have,
they?
yes.
As I was walking out into the front reception area, you could see the sun rise across the horizon. You actually could see it. Like at first it was this tiny half crescent shape, and literally in a matter of 5 minutes it had fully risen in the sky, and it was this blood red sun. This morning I had to get up really early for a falconry demonstration.
The field guides had brought these falcons with them, and their eyes were covered with hoods to prevent them from getting overstimulated by visual noise.
She relies 90% of her senses just on eyes.
Yeah.
She will see all of us and you'll see they were going to change.
Oh.
It's this beautiful falcon here. Her name is Taskia. And you can see the one I'm flying over there. Her name is Aquila. Okay? So I want to talk a bit about falconry. So falconry in the
During the
Middle East-
demonstration, there were 2 falcons that they brought out, and they were trying to show us different hunting techniques.
She's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. This will all be
The
done in like
first
30
was aerial hunting.
Okay, here she comes again. You can see she's going to dive. Here she comes.
Wow.
Her main objective is to grab. Okay, flying nice and high. Break it into small pieces. Okay, just try again. She's doing exactly the same as ever. As you can see, they don't have hands like we do, so they cannot break it into smaller pieces. That's why they use their talons, because she's trying to hold it and break it into smaller pieces.
The second hunting technique
Station.
was ground hunting.
No, not halfway. We're not doing halfway, but skip. Thank you. So just like a child, she's going to try and test her limits all of the time. Make sure that I'm paying attention to her. And that I know exactly where she is at all times.
And then they brought out the big one,
Rabbits,
the eagle.
hares, other bird species. And if they now and again want to go after a snake, they can go after that.
The field guides mentioned that with falcons, if you have food, it will come towards you. It doesn't matter who you are. But with an eagle, it's slightly different. The eagle has to bond with you first before it can trust you and feed out of your hand.
As I was eating my breakfast, which consisted of fruits, berry compote, and poached eggs on toast, I saw some furry friends nearby. The reason why we can see this beautiful creature here is because Al Maha is situated inside the 225 square kilometer Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve. The reserve is dedicated to protecting endangered wildlife.
Do you want me to brush you? No? Oh my god, I just saw another gazelle. So there's 2 of them now, and one of them just ran across the front porch. Hello. Hello, my gazelle. Do you want to come towards me? Oh my god, you look so cute. Come towards me. Yay! Oh my god. It's so soft. There's 2 more gazelles, and they're all staring at me. One is by the pool over there. The other just keeps staring at me. And this one over there. He keeps wanting to come towards me, but then also not come towards me.
Because the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve is government owned, not everyone can turn up at the gates. You have to be part of an approved tour group or stay at the Al Maha Resort. I booked my driver directly through Al Maha, and upon arrival to the conservation gate, my driver presented documents to the government official. The first thing I saw was a lone Arabian oryx grazing in the desert sand.
What is it eating?
Water.
Oh, it drinks
water
and grass.
My driver told me that Al Maha is Arabic for Arabian oryx.
So the gazelles, you can kind of like pat them, you can walk up to them. They're really friendly and social. But the Arabian oryxes, they're a bit more aggressive, so I have to stay my distance from them.
That's the end of my Arabian Nights adventure. I've had a magical ride, bringing my childhood bucket list to life. Camel trekking through the Dubai Desert, learning the ancient art of falconry, and befriending gazelles. If you haven't, watch the rest of my Arabian Nights adventures as I wander through the souks and spice markets of Dubai, dine at the world's tallest restaurant, attend the Formula One grand finale, and marvel at the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. Al Maha, where Arabian Nights comes to life.